The English Podcast by Ecsplicite. Hello and welcome to this final episode in the first series of the English Podcast. I'm Lawrence and today we're talking about creativity. According to the Cambridge Dictionary, it's the ability to produce or use original or unusual ideas. But how and when do you express your creativity? Do you even consider yourself a creative person? Most of us would probably want to say yes, but when you're asked to take part in a brainstorming session, does your brain freeze or does your heart clench at the thought of coming up with new ideas out of the blue? Well, in either case, in this last podcast of the season, our super coach Inga, based in South Africa, is going to offer some simple recipes for unleashing the creative genius in us all. But before we start, as usual, here's the question about creativity for you. Here are 5 big benefits of expressing yourself creatively. Which one appeals to you most? A. Creativity improves your mood. B. Creativity boosts your self-esteem. C. Creativity improves your cognitive function. D. Creativity improves your social life. Or E. Creativity alleviates stress and anxiety. Well, we'll come back to the question at the end of the episode. So without further ado, let's hear now from Inga, who's going to tell us all about what turns us on.
Hi, thank you for having me today. I wanted to share with you and talk a little bit about this question, what turns you on? And more specifically, what I mean by that question is what ignites your inner fire and unleashes your creativity. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me introduce myself first. My name is Inga, and I am a multimedia artist. What does that mean? That means that I like to utilize a wide range of mediums, from more digital forms like film and photography to more traditional forms like painting and drawing, to other forms like writing and singing and dance, music, performance arts. All of these wonderful ways that we can utilize ourselves and our bodies to create. I love using them all. And a lot of people say to me that I'm really lucky because I can create in all these ways. But I like to say that we are all artists and we are all creative. And if you're not feeling that way, then here are some of my tips that I like to share with people about turning on your creativity. So, tip 1 is all about igniting your senses. It starts within us. What we see and hear and taste and touch and smell. You can use your eyes to see the beauty around you, your ears to hear the music in the wind, your sense of smell to remind you of a special memory, or your tongue to taste all the pleasures things like food can bring, and your hands to touch the earth or running water, smooth sand. And most of all, use your 6th sense to feel inside yourself and find that inner voice and your inner passions. Tip 2. Tip 2 is allowing all our emotions to rise and flow through us, even the uncomfortable ones. Personally, I find that I'm most creative if I'm working with and through an emotion of some sort. So I really, really recommend to just allow sadness to flow into a song, or anger to rage across a blank page. Allow joy to move your body into dance, because emotions and creativity are so linked. So tip 2 is just let them be friends. Okay, and tip 3, this one is also important, stepping out of our comfort zones. So if you really want to turn on your creativity, I often say, why not try something new? Start a new hobby or learn a new skill. Do something you've never done before. Being an artist is not just about painting pictures. There are so many other ways we can create. It could be in the kitchen. It could be dishes that we cook. It could be in our gardens and how we grow our plants. It could even be things like the way we choose to dress ourselves in the morning. So let yourself be creative in little things that happen to you every day, and then step out of that into new things as well. So there you have it. The secret really is we're all artists. I hope these tips help you ignite your inner fire and turn on your creativity. Thanks for listening.
What a wonderful way to end our first series of podcasts as we go into the summer break, with these simple and life-affirming tips to arouse and stimulate our creativity. So let's come back to our question, which, if you remember, was about the different benefits of creativity, which were A, to improve your mood, B, boosting your confidence, C, improving the quality of your thinking, B, improving your social life, or E, relieving stress and anxiety. And of course, it's not up to me to answer the question about which appeals to you most, but for you to think about it and consider in the days and weeks ahead. So thank you, Inga, for inviting us to step outside our comfort zone, embrace our feelings, whatever they may be, and engage with the world around us in small and meaningful ways. Like a flower waiting to bloom, like a light bulb in a darkened room. So this brings us to the end of our first season of podcasts. We hope you've enjoyed them, and we'll be delighted to hear from you on the Ecsplicite LinkedIn page or wherever you downloaded this podcast. Just follow the links to leave a comment. Please tune in again from September for the start of a brand new season of podcasts, where we'll be inviting guests from all over to share their unique experiences with us. We look forward very much to being with you again after the summer break. Thanks for listening, and bye for now.